Hi, I'm Gia Mills, and I've been a celebrity makeup artist for the past 20 years. And I'm absolutely fascinated by the power of makeup and beauty. On True Reflections, you get to peek behind the curtain and find out what your favourite celebrity really feels about their appearance when the glare of the media is upon them. So who is with me today? Today, my guest is making me smile a lot, and I'll tell you why. Today's guest is someone you'll be saying hi to, I'm sorry. With 50 fabulous years in show business, she's brightened our screens and stage and airways with her sparkle, sequins and signature style. From Maplin's holiday camp to the West End stage, she's never been one to check out of the entertainment hotel early. Known for her larger-than-life personality and wardrobe that can light up the national grid, she's the perfect person to talk about how beauty, fashion and politics have shifted across the decades in show business. And with her brand new, still fully charged tour, energising audiences across the UK before starring in Bromley's Panto with our previous True Reflections guest, Samantha Womack, I'm thrilled to plug in, switch on and say a great hi to the one and only Sue Pollard.
Wow, that's the best intro I've ever had. It was so good. I don't know how you managed to get all that out. There's flipping paragraphs of it. I think she'll do would have been just...
I just need to say Sue Pollard, and that's enough. That is enough to say. But I love it that we've got here. Check out at the entertainment hotel early.
Yes.
Well, you haven't.
No. Do you know what, darling? I've been really fortunate. I started it with a passion for showbiz. And it's not just showbiz, it's entertainment per se, which encompasses everything. I.e., for example, having a chat to you about what could be a showbiz subject.
Mm-hmm. Well, it is.
Makeup
beauty.
Makeup, skincare and everything else, and that's all part of it. So I've been very lucky that I've still got the passion that I think needs you to have so you can drive.
Well, you've got the most amazing energy. And can I say, for those who aren't watching, and people need to watch this on YouTube to see your incredible outfit today. I mean, you're a feast for the eyes. There's so you don't know where to look to start with, but it's like a sort of joyful journey to kind of see all these sparkly, interesting things. So you've got in your earrings, I love these. You've got Ferrero Rocher and Oreo earrings.
Yeah.
And you've got these wonderful sort of lip-style glasses and just all this sort of colour and sparkle. And I think it's a grey, dreary day. I can't even speak today myself. It's a grey, dreary day outside and you're just lightening up the whole day. I mean, you got the tube here. People on the tube must have smiled when they see you.
Well, sometimes they do, actually. Sometimes they'll probably either be visiting from somewhere in England, usually at the weekend around Covent Garden. They've come to see a show. Hello, Sue. You all right? And yes, I'm fine, darling. Can we have a selfie? But it's amazing how a lot of people, like from somewhere in a country, a different country, will say, oh, excuse me. I like what that is. Can I have a selfie?
So you had a very distinctive style when we saw you when you first came to the screens, when I remember. What inspired your whole look back in the day? Because you did stand out.
I would like to say it's imagination. When I was younger, I went to C&A, which was the big department store then. But may I stress, for most people that remember it, it was affordable.
It was very affordable.
You weren't going to, shall we say, John Lewis. I mean, that's fabulous, but that's much more market, if you like. It was probably, would you say, the Primark of its day?
Do you know, I was about to say the precursor to Primark, C&A, and it was great. And even though I didn't go skiing, I used to buy ski jackets there, fluorescent ones. You'd have loved. I've still got it.
Oh God, how fabulous! You should have brought it. Anyway, I went there when I was about 6 with Hilda, my mum. And she said, would you like to wear this? It was this hideous flower thing. I said, I don't like it. And I said, you know those tights there? There was a pair of blue and a pair of yellow. And I said, I would love one of each. She says, I'll get you the pair. I said, no, one blue.
One leg blue and one leg.
Yeah, and that's suddenly, if I'd have realised, of course, it was the beginner of the high colours. Yellow jacket and blue around there. So who'd have thought of that?
But you never got to wear that jacket. Well, you did once or twice.
Yes, I got to wear it once, and it was thrilling. And at the end of the episode, it was, I'm so sorry, Peggy. You'll have to give that jacket back. Because Joe Maplin has sold the camp to a company And this is what she said to accompanying the bananas. Of course, she meant the I mean, do you know, babe, we had such a joyful time. But also, equally, when I got that part, I was thrilled to bits because it opened up all sorts of different avenues. But as well, it was a chance for me to be able to not just have to wear my overall and the cap and everything. And you could go on all these other shows and be the real person as well as the performer on there.
So you could like emerge like this sort of colourful butterfly from the sort of little cocoon sort of you were in, being Peggy, which is quite restrictive, to suddenly being more colourful. And how did that feel to be able to actually express yourself, the real you? Did you wear makeup on Heidi High?
Yes, but it was minimal. It was just a basic foundation. No, what I used to call rouge, blusher. Lipstick, not very much. And it was, am I allowed to say a brand?
You can say all the brands you like.
Well, we used to call it Rammel, because where I come from. But it's actually Rimmel. What have you got Rammel on? And it was, oh, it's pathetic. And it's beautiful brand, actually. And it was just very dark blue. That was of the day.
Yes.
The makeup of the day, where it was set, late 50s, early 60s at Maplin's. And so it wasn't an awful lot. It was minimum because, you see, Peggy didn't look like Gladys. Gladys Pugh, she was actually the sports organiser.
She was the Welsh lady.
That's it. Fabulous. Good old Ruth.
Very prim.
Yeah. And fabulous. But she was sex mad, basically, under all that. I mean, honestly, she was desperate for Geoffrey Fairbrother. Then she was desperate for, Clave.
You guys just had this amazing chemistry. And do you find that it's still a delight when people just reference back to Heidi High?
Oh, yes. I think it's fabulous. It's almost become de rigueur now. And people say, don't you get fed up soon? And I say, no, because why would you actually want to dismiss something that brought joy to millions of people, not just in this country? We're very big in Budapest, It's amazing. Yeah, and India.
And in India, they like it. But you were the standout person in it? And did you get a bit more publicity than the others when you went out in public? Were you the focus?
I suppose I would be, because basically it was always, I wonder what she's got on now. But it's amazing because people often used to say, because they weren't really used to my sort of look, I always used to get, what have you come as? Thinking it was fancy dress. And
I once said that to a friend and she wasn't in fancy dress, and it is not. It's like asking someone if they're pregnant and they're not pregnant.
Yeah, they're just rather large. It's a shame. But now, people have got used to it, because the great thing is, between the 60s and now, the last 20, 30 years have been stunning for anybody that's interested in fashion.
Well, you can be who you want to be.
Yes, and why the hell not? This awful business of, do you remember the older lady about 50 years ago? Of course you wouldn't, because you're not that old. She'd go,
no, I'm 51. I remember how women,
look marvellous.
Women who were 50 looked about 80 when I was growing up. The women looked old. But now I love how the trend has bucked, and people can go, I want to wear a short skirt. My aunts will wear leather trousers, they're in their 80s, and like rose gold pumps, and they're so chic. It's amazing.
Oh, no, I think it's, and all this mutton dressed as lamb. No, not at all. How dare they call somebody mutton anyway?
I know.
Have you seen yourself in a mirror, madam?
When you got to Heidi High, how was it there?
Oh, it was marvellous, because I think I was considered not necessarily feisty, but I would give as good as I got in terms of verbal kind of, banter. And if they started to try and grab bits, well, I would just grab them. Women sometimes need to have more pizzazz and more kind of, not saying aggression, but positivity in the way. No, but I must admit, sometimes if I go past a building site and they don't whistle, I go back and say, you haven't whistled. I mean, for goodness sake.
You could like rock back and go, guys, I'm waiting.
Yes.
I wait for the whistle.
And the thing is, half the time, but you see, they're not allowed to do that now, because so many people, especially women, sometimes give other women a bad name in terms of, well, what's he doing that for? And then but they're 28, 29. You've lived a bit, you're not 13. And I'm not dissing women, don't get me wrong. I think women are fabulous, but just show a bit more backbone. All you've got to do is say, now.
But you saw a bit of that going on, and because you had this kind of attitude and gumption to just go, oh, get off, you filthy little whatever.
Yes, exactly.
And because you weren't the one who was showing their top shelf and playing that siren, it probably, do you think it stood you in good stead? It's given you more longevity because you're not seen as the siren, and that people lose that sort of beautiness.
Well, yes, they do. And a lot of the time, women should have the women's solidarity, actually. I'm a big believer in that. But a lot of women feel threatened by other women. For example, you'll be interested, like better skin. They can afford nice products, or what they consider nice products. And then especially, of course, if you haven't got a boyfriend or you're divorced or you're and it's like, oh dear, they're coming to the party tonight, And then they get nervous. Well, they do, don't they, sometimes? Yes, and we shouldn't have to be. Come on, let's be with the sisterhood.
No, totally.
I mean, the men have a menhood, as it were, don't they? They go football,
I think women are
they
pretty
go together.
good. Generally, I think women are good. But I think also there is that threat when a woman is too attractive. But I think, as I said, for you, I think you stood the test of time, and because of your personality and your vibrantness, we didn't judge you on the fact that you were a siren.
Yes.
We judged you on you as your personality, and that attractiveness came through naturally. And I think that's why you've lasted so long.
Oh, that's lovely. I'll bear that in mind then. Thank you so much. Keep going. We should all keep going.
Now, I need to know,
Yeah.
people can come and hear your witty cheekiness, which I love, on your Fully Charged tour that's coming up. Can you tell me a bit about that?
Yes, it's called Still Fully Charged, 50 Years in Showbiz Celebration. And I didn't want it to be called An Evening With, because I don't think that says anything. But that's fair enough. It's what people want to call it. So when I charged my phone one day, I woke up and it said Fully Charged 100%. I said, yeah, that's it. That's the title. And it basically encompasses how you first started, and illustrating, what it was like to go to an audition, etc. And then there's also a screen upstage where my director shows clips of lots of things that I've done that people might not have known, like adverts. And when I did the Val Doonican show, oh yeah, you only get a new with Typhoo.
I watched that one with the donkeys. It's absolutely brilliant. And you look quite glamorous in that. Is it a red spotty swimming costume you had on?
And then I had the hair, that was all done. But that was
a bit of makeup.
Well, yes, exactly, which was marvellous actually, because after I did that advert, it was in Bournemouth, right? Because we were repairing a High stage show at the time, so it had to be nearby. And so then, of course, I went from that with the donkeys on the beach and the fabulous, to, Peggy again, Peggy Olenshaw with the overall. So it was marvellous. And then we do that. And then you'll see pics of us when we were doing Raw Variety Show and quiz games that I've done and musicals. And
you've done a lot of celebrity TV shows, and you keep getting asked, which I love, to do all these shows. You've done MasterChef, you've done all sorts of things.
Nobody came for dinner for 3 years after that because the sandwich I made was abysmal.
A sandwich? Well done. I don't think people come and see you for your sandwiches. People won't come to the tour to sort of learn about your sandwich making, that's for sure.
You're right. But hopefully they will come. It's for every age. I don't think there's anything in it that you consider controversial. I mean, I don't do politics. That's not my kind of humour.
But you're uplifting. Your energy uplifts people. And I think right now, in this day and age, we all need a little bit of diversion away from the seriousness. And that's what you bring.
Yes.
And I think, where can we see you? When's the tour happening? Tell me a bit more about it.
Yes, it happens. We're going to, Jersey, going to Bedford. What they can do...
Are you going to India or to... where did you say in Europe that Heidi High is big?
Yeah, we're going to go, actually, to Budapest.
You are
in Hungary.
going?
Yeah. But that's like next year because we've got
That's
to
next
get
year.
this one over first, which would be fabulous. We're going to Jersey, which I really, really love. I've been there once before.
If you're a Jersey
twice.
bean, if you're from Jersey, you're called a Jersey bean.
Now,
so if you
why
say
is
to
that
someone,
then?
I have no idea, but if you see a Jersey person, you go, "Oh, are you a Jersey bean?" And that's that's what the locals are. So you
Oh,
can
right.
see it when you get there. Now,
Are
when
you a bean, I should say?
are you a Jersey bean? Now, the other thing is, when you get home, and you put your slippers on. I'm imagining pink fluffy ones.
No, I don't wear slippers because it's bad for the feet. Anything. Bare feet.
I love bare feet.
Yeah.
Touching the grass. Who is the real Sue when she gets home, takes her makeup off, the glitter, the sparkle, everything comes off? What does she look like?
Just practically just the same because it's still in my head.
Yeah.
No, she's got. She wears pajamas. Right.
She wears, okay.
She wears pajamas, not unlike this top that I'm wearing.
You've got a very brightly coloured floral turquoise top,
Yeah.
which is seamlessly matching her black floral. They sort of go together, and it's wonderful. It's just
Yeah.
colour. Does colour bring you joy?
Oh, yes, absolutely. I mean, I'm not dissing black because I think everybody's got the little black dress and this, that, the other. And I think that can look absolutely stunning, that colour, with accessories. Mostly, I mean, I wear loads and loads, which is not always a good thing for a lot of people. They might just want to offset a plain black dress with maybe perhaps one pearl of a necklace or something like that. But I take my makeup off. I try desperately, Gia, because you have to try and go to your bed not with the face on. I mean, I swore blind when I was younger. I thought, I am not waking up and seeing my face on the pillow. It's not a good look.
It's
and it
not.
don't come off.
And it's not good because then you put your face on the same pillow the next night,
Yes.
and you're going to be rubbing around all that nice oil. So no wonder people might wake up with slightly dodgy skin.
But I think when you have a boyfriend and it's in the early stages, perhaps, you might be able to take your makeup off, but then you get up at 5 so you can put that day's face on. You've got to laugh. But I'm a big...
Have you ever done that?
Yes.
Yes. So you've gone to bed at night without your makeup on and then put it on. What about going to bed just in the first heady days with your makeup on? Or definitely a no-no?
Oh, no. I'm afraid I have done it. And then I thought, don't be ridiculous. But a lot of guys, I think they appreciate the fact that you actually do take time. And then they might say, God, you've got a fresh face or whatever. So it's not necessary what they see in your face when you're all made up. And actually, I think it's rather nice when you are there and then when you probably end up, going out together with, the same man for a long time and then getting married. I think they like the idea that you do wake up without panda eyes and stuff. And you're not really giving yourself the best start to the day. I mean, I use 8 products.
So tell me your products. I love hearing about people's beauty products. Don't worry if you can't remember every single one, but tell me the brands. Who do you
I'm allowed
use?
to say that.
You're
because
absolutely
they
allowed to
suit
say
me.
that.
They absolutely suit me. It's affordable.
Which
brand?
brands?
Number 7.
Number 7, Boots. We love Boots. It's such a sort of unsung hero that people don't celebrate enough.
Well, I think so. My sister, who used to be a beauty therapist and then decided that she wanted to go on a high level, like become a human biologist and study the skin. And I won't mention the product because I don't think it would be fair because it's not a positive comment. It's, anyway, it begins with C and ends with C.
Okay.
So therefore, well,
I know the brand, yes.
Yeah. They... Shih Tzu, sometimes it works wonders for older skin, but not when you're younger.
Okay.
It's more for the mature skin. So I think number 7, you can start using that when you're probably...
Have you always been a number 7 fan?
Yes. But of course, over the years, like any product, I guess, in the beauty world, they discover new things that they can add to their range.
Well, they're Protect and Perfect. That one, it goes absolutely... I mean, they sell out of that all the time.
Yeah. You're absolutely right. And they do a restorative thing, don't they?
I don't know. I haven't...
Yeah, they are. I use the day cream. It comes off you know, where you wet your a cotton wool.
You put it on with wet cotton wool, your moisturiser.
No.
Oh, you
no.
take it off at night.
Yeah, but the cream in the morning.
Yeah.
I do that as well.
Ah.
Yeah. I take the day cream off. It's the cleanser.
Oh,
That's
right,
what I
yes,
mean,
okay.
the cleanser. Then I put on the tonic water over that. Then I put on my eye cream. Then I put on that lovely firmer round the jaw. Right?
What, a firming cream?
Yeah. So that's 4. Then I have my serum, right? So that's, is that 5 or 6?
I don't know.
Then I put on my day cream, right? Don't take that off because that goes on
You're like
properly.
a sort of Korean goddess of many steps.
Oh, yes.
Beauty. I love this.
And I've got a night cream that I put on as well, obviously, because that is different to the day cream. And then I finish it off with my youthful, now what's the one called? It's facial, restoration facial kind of thing.
That's the last step.
Yes.
You must be exhausted by the time you finished.
Oh, yes, I have to give myself about, you know, I got it off to a fine art now. It's 10 minutes.
But your skin looks great.
It's not too bad.
You look great and perky. And I think what I always love talking about with beauty is people. It's an energy, and you can have the odd line. You can look your age, but there's an energy, and that's an attractiveness. And with humour and your energy and your colour, I just love the sort of the brightness. And you obviously are well known for your bright lips. Do you still do the bright eyeshadows?
No, not so much. I hardly put eyeshadow on. I can never find the right shade. I love when makeup artists do it. Do you know what I mean? And I do like, but you know what's really annoying me now? You know, you get the eyeliner.
Oh, yeah.
Liquid, I don't necessarily like.
It's a right faff.
No, but I can't stand it now where it's just like the eyeliner.
It drops.
Yes, but you know the other one where you used to have the eye pencil?
Yeah.
That's my favourite. The other one now, you just twist it and that goes on and you don't hardly see any of it.
Oh, yes, because they can be quite hard.
Yes.
There are all sorts of good brands you can use underneath and they'll stay longer. And if you use a little eye primer, tiny bit of eye primer cream along there, and then you use a really soft pencil, the Victoria Beckham ones are good, and Primark do a very good one. It's a dupe of the Victoria Beckham. You just slide that a little bit along and that will stay, and it's creamy and it doesn't rub the eyes too much.
Oh, fantastic.
So
You'll have
there we
to tell
go.
me that because I really like that.
But
I find it disappointing.
But you wear your glasses sort of like as your eye makeup, I think.
I think you're probably right. And a lot of makeup artists, I think they need to take note. You can actually, because these are a slight barrier, glasses, you can actually put a bit more on.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're quite tentative, especially in TV and you have the makeup artists. They do a great job, but I always find myself saying, no, darling, I think we can have a bit more, you know, because look, you can't see. But also, would you agree that sometimes my sister loves the arch up to where the eyebrow
Oh, you shadow that because that makes your eye look bigger. Yeah, no, it's great. And it's for more mature skin when you get in the hooded
That's
lid.
it. And the sad thing is you've got it.
Yeah.
Not you per se,
No,
but you
I'm
know, you
getting
do
it.
get it and you go, oh, flipping heck, what a shame.
Well,
So
it just
half
happens.
Half of
I
it
don't.
disappears.
The fact is, but I think with the fact you wear really fun glasses, that is almost like your eye makeup because it's sort of, you know, it's like it's framing your face like eye makeup would, like your green Heidi High eyeliner.
Yeah.
But you've got the glasses bring your character, open up your eyes. I think that's your little secret trick.
Oh, well done. That is brilliant, girl. Thank you so much, darling.
No,
That's-
I absolutely love
I hope
that.
they're all listening to this. It's blooming good, you know.
And
What Liz telling us.
give me an ultimate beauty fail. Back in the day, what would have been like your ultimate beauty fail?
Well, I tried to put this lip liner on.
Okay.
It was totally... It was not compatible with the lip colour.
Okay.
I mean, women don't do it so much now, but say you've got a pinkish or a reddish, then you put the lip liner on and it's like orange.
It's a completely different colour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I used to think it looks hideous.
Well, I think you either do it to create a shadow so that I've got really small lips and I put a bit of lip liner on just now to make your lips look bigger and you don't put much more on the lip, or you can put a little bit of sort of clear, or you want to make them look bigger but you're matching the lip liner to the actual lip colour and that makes the lip look bigger. When you do the contrasting colours, it can look absolutely bonkers.
And I think that's what it was. And I absolutely decided. But I had another disaster. It wasn't actually to do with the makeup. It just made me laugh. I was at a bus stop once, and this bloke kept looking at me. And I thought, oh, that would be nice. He might ask me, did any shows and stuff. I was just going to work. And I was a secretary in the day. And I thought, oh, perhaps this bloke would just say, can I have your number?
Fancy a date?
Yeah. No, but then I got on the bus and other people were looking and I thought, what's gone off? Well, my false eyelashes stuck to my glasses. I think that was an ultimate beauty thing.
Yeah, I think it's so. I think the ultimate female test, would you tell another woman if she's got something going wrong like that? Would you go up to her and say, excuse me?
I absolutely would.
Good.
And I absolutely love it when people say, so, if you don't mind, you've just got a bit of something it's just missed your mouth, like a crumb.
Yeah.
Or you've got something in your tooth. Because there's nothing worse. And I don't know if it's happened to you, babe, but you're chatting away. You've got half a garden.
I know, in your teeth.
Don't.
I think you always like when people tell you quickly, because you don't want to feel like you spent the whole day looking really weird
I
and
would
dodgy.
agree. Yes, I think so. I think you're doing someone an absolute favour.
100%.
You don't have to be horrible. You say, excuse me, do you mind me saying? But, thank you for letting me know.
Yeah.
And then it's forgotten and then you carry on.
So all the women listening today, if you do see someone who's got a bit of toothpaste, eyelashes stuck to their glasses or any such thing, do tell them that is our pledge to sort of female humanity. I think it's an important thing.
Yeah.
Sue, I have absolutely loved talking to you. A massive thank you to Sue Pollard. For more information on her still fully charged tour, visit www.suepollardlive.com. That's it for True Reflections this week. If you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe wherever you're watching or listening. You can find me across your social media by searching at True Reflections Podcast. I'll be back next week with another celebrity to talk through their beauty experiences, their favourite products, and delve deeper into how the ideals of beauty shapes not just our physical appearance, but also the core of our identities. Until then, have a lovely week.